There we go.
Good evening. All right. What year is it? Oh, good. It's 2000. Phantom Menace on VHS. Jar Jar Binks, y'all. Phone simulation, phone simulation, phone simulation. 2000. Yeah. Sing it with me. Let me hear you. Phone simulation, phone simulation, phone simulation. 2000, yeah. Oh, all right. Not bad. Give it up for your host, Mark Hornback, the well-Hungarian. Well, all right. Phone simulation, phone simulation, phone simulation. 2000, yeah. I'm gonna see you at the fun. What? Wash your jeans, bring your notebook, bring your jokes. We got a microphone at the phone simulation, phone simulation, phone simulation. 2000. Thank you so much. You're too kind. Is this thing off? Oh, you're laughing at me. Still counts.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not on the screen. There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome. My face, I didn't know what I was going to look like on camera. I didn't go on camera until now. And I forgot I was wearing this weird shirt that really looks like it belongs in the camp. I'm reporting from the Fun Simulation Summer Camp. I have not left. They're going to have to send in armed forces to remove me from this place. I'm holed up. Please send supplies. I'm going to start eating these mattresses very, very soon. This is what it's come to at this point. No, guys, this is gonna be fun. This is a fun simulation. There's you're gonna see a bunch of comics. A bunch of them are funny. A lot of regulars. Some new faces. I'm really excited about. It's gonna be really good. We are going to stick around and do a speed round at the end, the fastest minute, where you'll see every comic that decides not to go to bed do another little set. Some people call it a redemption round, but nobody has ever redeemed themselves during it. If you do bad during your original set, you're probably going to do bad in the fastest minute. Just go write jokes instead. Everybody is muted right now, which is really funny. So I just want to make sure our first comic is not muted is what I want to make sure of. But no, that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna yeah, everybody's gonna do 4 minutes. I'll message you for the light. If you don't see it, I will aggressively steal it back. If you registered to vote and if you voted for Joe Biden, I will give you, and you can prove that by showing me video of you physically voting for Joe Biden. I'll give you an extra 17 seconds. I don't know if that's legal or not. I don't know. I might have just broken the law right there. No, yeah, everybody go vote and go vote against Trump. That's just don't vote. If you're voting for Trump, then don't vote. We need to start encouraging the voting and not just everybody go vote, but only certain people should vote. And those should be people not voting for Trump, basically. So no, I get sick of it. I'm kind of annoyed that everything in the world has become political, like wearing masks or, high school sports at this point. Everything's political down party lines. But I think we need to use that and we need to make voting political. We need to make voting a thing that only liberals do because it involves numbers and numbers are very, very, very complicated witchy things. I don't think Christianity is really good on voting. It doesn't say anything in the Bible about voting. I know for a fact Jesus never voted and he wouldn't want you to vote. So no, I mean we could do it. I'm gonna early vote and I'm going to post a video on Facebook afterwards and describe the process about how it's really safe, and it was really painless when they put the microchip up my nose. Bill Gates' microchip, that was painless. So everybody has to do it in order to vote. So if you don't want that vaccine, then don't go vote. Is it also illegal to give bad voting information? I'm not sure. Yeah, I agree. Bontrager said it's very unpatriotic to vote. I think that's really true. Do you want, like, yeah, I mean, should we be choosing who's in charge of the country? I mean, come on, really? Like, I don't know. Should we ever really have that power? No, we shouldn't. No, I don't know. That I don't know. I think is anyone here making contingency plans for the election turnout? I was thinking about moving. I have to move for a job coming up, and I was thinking about moving early. But then today I decided I'm not moving until after the election because I want to be able to. I want to be in my home team. I want to be on my home court, my hometown when the Civil War breaks out. I don't want to be in a new city. I know the alleys. I know the terrain here. How about that? I actually know the terrain very well in Chicago, so I'm not moving after that. But my contingency plan, and I think we should all do this, I'm going to create a Facebook event, and everybody should share this, is the day after the election, we all walk into the sea. We just let the sea reclaim what we're going to do. We're going to return to the sea like our mammalian ancestors that left the sea, and like whales. We're just going to become whales again. That's what we're going to do. There's no laws out there. There's no voting. I know that for a fact in the sea. There's no voting out in international waters. So please join me in walking into the sea the day after the election, 2020. Reclaim ourselves. We will adapt and grow gills, or we'll just come up for air, maybe bring a snorkel. I mean, we want to survive, but we're just leaving land. There's nothing good in land anymore. Was it David Blaine just tried to float away in a space on some hot air on a balloon? So we could do that too. Balloons or the sea. Get all the helium balloons you can, or walk into the sea. I'm going to get this started, guys. Our first comic of the night. Really excited to have them. This is going to be a really, really, really good fun simulation. I can tell you that for a fact because I wrote everybody's sets, and I know they're all good. They're all good material that I wrote for them, and it's good material. So this is going to be an awesome That would be really fucking funny to do. All right, guys. Please welcome our first comic, Joe Reed. He just walked away. Joe, come back. Joe. Where's Joe? Where's Joe?
I just saw Joe. Come on.
Probably because Andrew's listed as being first.
Oh, is he? Okay, never mind. Where did I'm going off the wrong list.
Get the shank in here.
Oops.
Oh, I did not post the list in my spreadsheet. Oh, so it is Andrew Shanklin. It is the shank. There we go.
Yeah.
Please welcome Andrew Shanklin. Sorry about that, Joey.
Yay!
Hey, hello.
Here we go.
I have a stuffed cow in my bedroom that people are always asking me questions about when they come over, and I go, "Hey, no. This is not anything. The stuffed cow, it has no sentimental value to me. It means nothing." And they go, "Andrew, why are you getting so defensive about this cow? Are you fucking the cow?" Huge. I like Santa. I like the myth of Santa. I think it's very cool. I think if I ever have kids, I will tell them that Santa is real. But one year I won't buy them any presents, and I'll tell them that the elves went on strike to teach them solidarity with all workers in the world. All right. We hate that. I met someone ago, and they said their personal goal before the end of the year was to have sex with 55 women. That was their goal. And my first thought as a leftist was, we got to get this guy phone banking. Because let me tell you, I can't convince anybody to do anything. Okay, I can't convince 55 people to go vote. This guy's convincing 55 people to be naked with him. You know, he was a cop. That was kind of crazy because here I am, a little nerd, and here he is, a police officer, and he's like, "We got to get you a girlfriend," and I was like, "Is that an order, officer?" Because it's working. This is a charming guy. All right. Yeah, 0 for 3. I was Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, did not masturbate. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. I think that's kind of probably how he was able to, win independence for his country. It was like, because I don't jerk off, and let me tell you, people hate that. Gandhi was probably like, yeah, I'm not going to be jerking off. and everyone else and the British soldiers were like, we could give you independence, just please just like bust it up for us. You're making everyone uncomfortable, Gandhi. Okay. If you didn't like that joke, well, I told my mom that story. She probably was more uncomfortable. Gandhi didn't have sex. Gandhi didn't have sex because his dad was dying. He left and had sex with his wife, and when he came back, his dad was dead, and he swore it off for the rest of his life. So, not really a joke, just kind of an anecdote on that. Really have a joke for it. I think emergency waiting rooms are crazy places. That's a wild place. You ever go to one of those emergency room waiting area? You look around, you go, "Wow, the writers are ending all of our seasons tonight." You know, kind of like that. It's like an airport if all the return flights were from heaven or hell. You know, like I went to the emergency room because I drank too much one night, and my friends were like, "What did you see?" And I was like, "Nothing. The love of my friends who were waiting." Cool. I hate that saying. Oh, is that a gun in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? You know this saying? I hate that one. It's America, buddy. It can be both. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. That joke did well last week too. I saw two black lesbians on Tinder once, and they were looking for a third in a threesome. And I was like, is it a microaggression to not swipe right? Like, do I have to have group sex to be woke? Okay. All right. Well, that's about 50-50. We don't like that. Maybe I shouldn't talk about that. I ride my bike everywhere in the city now. That's fun, but I have this big backpack and a bright blue helmet, and when I ride it, it just looks like I'm late to school. Everyone's like, "Oh, you got to hurry up, or they're gonna beat someone else's ass today." Like, I don't want to be left out, you know. That's like the one time I get attention, and I'm a teacher, so isn't that crazy? I think the craziest thing about being a teacher is that I've gone to college and the principal has more of a say in how my life goes. You know, isn't that crazy? I'm 26 and I'm still more afraid of getting called to the principal's office than I am of anything else. Okay. I got cheated on in college, and it was crazy because this girl was very innocent. She had lots of stuffed animals, so it was weird when she told me that she had done that. And I looked at the stuffed animals, I go, "You made them watch, you sick freak." Okay. She would act like they were kids, which is kind of weird. All right. You know what? I'm basically done with my set. I'm gonna be gone now. Bye. Thank you.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Andrew Shanklin. I think did we get our shirts like at the same textile place? That's like just a different color scheme. Oh, I don't.
It's like you both have the same curtain set and made a shirt.
Yeah, it's basically yeah. I just got a text from somebody who was watching the live stream on one of the many platforms, and they asked me what color my shirt is. I don't know how to describe what color the shirt is. So we'll play another game of guess what pants Mark is wearing. That is a callback to a game where I just refused to start the mic until somebody guessed specifically what pants I was wearing, and it took way longer than needed. It took like 15 minutes, solid 15 minutes, and they eventually got it. It was Chicago Bears print Zubaz. So is that what they are? Yeah.
That shirt's classic Toys R Us stripes and bars.
I do look like I should be working a deep fryer, but somewhat like at a place that closed down in the 70s. Like that is what this is.
Your shirt looks like the dad version of Andrew's shirt. That's what that is. Like it looks similar, but like you're his pop.
Yeah,
The father.
There's your boy.
That ain't wrong. That ain't wrong.
Yeah,
Like you're trying to convince a single mother that you're willing to make some sacrifices.
Yeah, we make our own shirts in summer camp. He was
That's
just another
right.
counselor. I'm just bouncing around between comics. Now I think I have the right person to go next. Now I think that I just didn't scroll up to the first row in the spreadsheet. So I jumped to number 2, and he stepped away when I highlighted him, but he's ready now. Please welcome Joey Reed.
Woohoo!
Joey's muted.
Can't hear you.
I hear you.
What about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right. What the frick is up, mother heckers? Thank you, Mark. Horny man. Horny back. Sorry. That was bad. My intuition was like, just say it. Just say it. No, but thank you for having me. You're a funny guy. Freaking heck. What am I going to talk about? So I moved to Mammoth Lakes, which is in California, and it's like next to a mountain, right? And I'm going to be a snowboard instructor. And when I was interviewing, they only asked me one question. They're like, "Can you flip?" And I said, "Oh." And they said, "You're hired." Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted to hear. No, but it's cool. It's cool living in a mountain. There's nature and such. And I actually just met my neighbor. It's a little chipmunk. And he's a cute little chippy, right? And I've named him Mr. Chip Jones. And Mr. Chip Jones, he's a hard worker, right? He gets a lot of pine cones. He collects them. He puts them in his little bungalow. And he's also got a family. He's got a little wifey Chippy and a little kid Chippy. But because of capitalism, he feels like he needs to collect so many pine cones that he's neglected his family. And a hawk actually came down and took his wife Chippy and his son Chippy. I don't know where I'm going with this. I forgot what else I wrote. Anyway, I moved up here with my girlfriend, okay? And she's wonderful, okay? And eating her out is a lot like eating a peach. She's got that peach push. Thanks, Blake. I've got that pineapple penis. But I took her home. To meet the folks, and we were playing this game. Like the game where you like put the noun right here. Well, actually, no, it wasn't like that. But she was describing noun, and I was trying to guess it, and everybody knew the word. The word was money. And she's like, "You struggle with this," and like, I'm just trying to guess. I'm like, okay, plastic, being too successful, and no, it turns out it's money. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks a lot, babe. Okay, I'm not broke. I'm a comedian. Right, everybody? Yep. I made a lot of money. I made, $20 per year. Yep. I think, what do I think? Oh my God. So I don't know how much time do I get here?
That is, I sent you the warning a minute ago, and that is exactly 4 minutes right now. Thank
Woohoo!
you.
Yay!
Thank you, Mark.
Hey Joey, how far down the list that you were gonna guess was money, and was it before or after comedy? Sorry, no, I'm just messing with you, man. No, like seriously. So can you could get a job as a snowboarding instructor without having to have somebody watch you snowboard. So that's what I'm going to do now, is get a job as a snowboarding instructor, and I can't fucking snowboard. But hey, free trip to California, right? Like, what are they going to do the first day when they realize you can't snowboard? Like,
I'm probably just going to just plow into the kids and just be like, oh.
See, just act like I'm not used to this snow. The snow where I'm from is different. I don't know what's with this California snow. Guys, we're gonna keep this comedy train going back on the rails with the wonderful, I think he's local to the Chicago area. Douglas Wenderski. Go.
Thank you. Yes, I'm from I'm somewhat local. Crystal Lake, Illinois, the burbs here.
Woohoo!
All right. So, anyways, have you ever worn your sneakers out in public at a place like a store or a mall or a restaurant or a fast food place? And then did you happen to take a step or two that made that squeaking sound? You know, that squeaking sound that sounds like you're on a basketball court. And then when you made that squeaking sound at the mall or wherever you were, did you look at your buddy and say, "Hit me, man, I'm open"? Well, I have. Have you ever been a regular at a bar or a restaurant that happened to have really good cheese balls, sausage balls, or actually any kind of balls that are edible for that matter, that happen to have a bartender or a server that would ask you, "Do you want me to put your balls in?" Well, I have, and I would reply with a yes, and occasionally I would reply with yes, and I would like a O word also. Okay, don't get shit twisted. Get your minds out of the gutter. First things first, O word. That's not referring to an orgasm. At least not in this case, right? It's basically O'Doul's, aka O'Doul's. I was asking for a O'Doul's. And when I was asked if I want my balls in, that was not referring to these nuts. It was referring to my cheese balls.
Yeah.
All right. So a couple days ago, I received my other Gwyneth Paltrow scented candle. Because, oh wait, by the way, your mind can be in the gutter for this bit. It probably should be. Okay. So anyways, so when I received my other Gwyneth Paltrow candle, because just one, this smells like my vagina candle, is definitely not enough. And I'll say, like, it's definitely cool that there's a candle out there that smells like her vajayjay and not like the vajayjay of somebody like Catch Me Outside Girl. Catch a whiff of my snatch. How about that? And that candle, I'm guessing it should be called something like "This Smells Like My Snatch." And I'm guessing that when you're burning the "This Smells Like My Snatch" candle, you're probably burning that when you want somebody to leave your casa, or maybe when you want to get rid of like bugs or roaches, or like rats. How about that? All right. So, what's worse? What's worse than a guy that's by himself in his car wearing a mask? A guy that's by himself in his car wearing a mask doing a virtual open mic. Yeah, do I have like 20 seconds or 15 seconds?
Yeah, 15.
The guy before me, so he said the stuff about the chipmunk. So this made me think of this. I'm right by my records. So I'm like, oh, I can bring out, this is my cat's favorite record, Chipmunk Funk.
Hell yeah.
I remember that.
So, but that's all. I don't have a bit about the record, but I just thought of it, and I'm trying to be spontaneous and whatever.
Yeah.
Woo!
Hey, Douglas, please do not play that record. I'm sure that would be a violation of many copyrights that people probably forgot they own.
All right, good point.
No, they Douglas. I am going to Spotify that record. I'm very excited to do that. Douglas, what were you using for your microphone that time? It was not a functional microphone, was it?
No, it's a light. It's a light that has a hook thing on it, so where it's like where you can hang it. But I broke that thing off, and then a while back when I started doing virtual mics, I was thinking like I need something to that's like a mic, so when I practice, it just kind of feels like somewhat close to like normal.
A lot of people do that. I think.
And I
a lot
use
of
that
people do-
like every time. It seems to work as
I
far
think
as like it
Douglas,
tricks.
I think it's good, but I think sometimes I would like you to. I think the only appropriate microphone substitution is the Gwyneth Paltrow candle. I would love to see anyone do a
Is it
set. with-
shaped like a vagina, the candle? That's weird because candles are usually phallic.
I'm going to check
Just-
eBay for one right now. I'm going to start a GoFundMe for the simulation to get one of those candles. In the meantime, though, our next video coming up there's no last name on here because he didn't say it was just Mike's iPhone. Oh, it's Michael
I
Cooper.
don't know how to
Oh,
fix
he's
that.
just down the street, Michael Cooper.
Hey, hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing great. I'm a year sober, but I think it's the wrong year.
Woohoo.
Like, it's bad when all your AA friends are like, Michael, what's your favorite part of sobriety so far? I don't know, the first like 3 days of withdrawals. Probably the best portion. I'm like reading news stories like, why the fuck did y'all tell me to sober up? I was missing all of this. I wonder what it was like to be sober during democracy. All right, I'm getting what I deserve here. This is what I deserve for you trying to use my iPhone. I don't understand. It won't show me everybody at the same time. The screen's tiny. I'm just annoyed. I'm working through like anger issues, hence the change of technology, you know, because like earlier my laptop was running slow, so I planned a felony. That's my cat on Katie's screen getting real close to the camera because he sees me. I'm gonna say it's because he sees me. He's gone.
No, he's just real close.
Don't cute heckle me.
Sorry.
Hey, do y'all think Christians in Flint, Michigan are still doing baptisms? I'm going fishing tomorrow. I just hate when I go fishing and I catch everything but my father's love. God damn it. I hate this set so much. This is like 40% me, 60% y'all. Like, I know exactly how good I am at setup. I have every confidence that I'll be getting y'all back at the end. I have no doubt. I have zero doubt. Okay, I have a lot of doubt. Look, I'm just going to shoot from the hip here. I just got verification. Not historical verification. I haven't looked at documents yet. But my mother has verified for me that we are, in fact, kin to Chief Red Eagle, which is, as a Southern white dude, that is the best you're going to get as far as family history conversations. Like, during this conversation, I was like, whew, that could have gone worse. Like, I was worried we were going to have someone in the Klan. And then my mother went, well, we don't have any immediate. And I was like, I don't like how you said immediate. Like, I don't like how you said immediate. I want to be fair to my great grandfather. At the time, those meetings in the woods weren't called Klan rallies. They were just called church. You know, like future generations in Chicago will be like, well, at the time it wasn't called segregation. It was a city of neighborhoods. You know.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it. This is on y'all. This is on the internet forever, isn't it? Look, my brother's a cop back home in Alabama. He was going to come to Chicago to do it where I live, but they wouldn't hire him here. They said he didn't have enough video editing experience. All right, well, I'm going to go listen to Freebird while I cut myself. I knew I'd get you motherfuckers back at the end with one. Thank y'all.
Woohoo!
Thank you, Michael Cooper. I like Michael because a lot of people set up their jokes with like, oh, No, I'm getting some echo. Just the other day, I was doing this, or tomorrow I'm doing that. But I really, truly believe that Michael's going fishing tomorrow. Like, I really, it's not made up. That is happening. Any night that he tells that joke, he is telling the truth. That's what I think. We're gonna keep going.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work, and you keep trying, man. We're gonna. You'll get through it. You'll get through it. Our next comedian, though, really excited. Please welcome Marcel Neal.
Woohoo!
What's going on, y'all? Like, how many of y'all can't wait for this pandemic to be over, right?
Yeah.
Cause like, I mean, this shit bad, man. Like, this shit suck. Like, this shit suck harder than the Instagram model in the NBA bubble. Like, real hard times we in. But I was watching football earlier. My team lost, but it's still Cowboy Nation. You know, but one of the things, you know, like the players who I feel most sorry for, you know, is the backups. Because they got to spend their whole time, you know, just basically like for them to get some playing time, they got to hope one of their teammates get hurt. So every time the team go out there, they be like, go ahead, break a leg so I can play. All right. So, what else I got here, man? Do anybody else notice how like how porn is like bringing their morals into question? Like the porn is bringing your morals into question and shit. Like you gotta weigh the good and the bad before you jerk off. Cause it's like it'll be a sexy girl and she doing like a freaky scene, but it'll say something like she about to fuck her stepfather or stepbrother. It's like and it's like now you gotta weigh the options and shit. But then you just gotta, I just say fuck it and do it anyway. Just rationalize it. Be like, come on, that ain't related. Porn stars don't have families. Another thing I don't like is like, I don't like the cuckold element. You know what I mean? Like it'll be like a sexy girl and you know, she doing something nasty, but then they'll throw the cuckold thing. It's like, I mean, why is he here? Like, I'm already jerking off. I don't need him. Like, what's the point of that? And then it's like, say like it cut to him, it cut away from her and cut to him, like when I come and shit. Like, is that gay? Like, I didn't want to finish there. Like, come on now. Like, it's crazy. But I mean, like, but if the girl bad enough, you know, the guy, the cut is just a necessary evil. We can deal with him for a while. Yeah. So you hate when the restaurant don't compliment your food and shit. So you keep ordering shit until they say something, and then your bill just get real high.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, okay, good choice. I'd be like, thank you. 300% was the buns. So yeah. How much time I got left?
1 minute.
All right, 1 minute. Cool. All right, there it is. So, geez. I guess I'm not doing good. So yeah. Cardi B and Offset, you know, they splitting up. It's messed up. But when you think about why they actually getting divorced, you know, Offset, you know, some girl having a baby on the side. And I'm thinking about it. It's like knowing that this dude married, got a wife and a kid at home. Why the fuck would this selfish bitch keep the baby? Y'all in bed with Big Home Wrecking? Really a new time. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Marcel Neal. I didn't go over this at the beginning of the night, but there's a house rule that if anyone asks how much time they have left, it's always 1 minute. That's just a house rule. I just do that. But that was that you actually had 1 minute remaining that time. That was actually at 3 minutes you said that. But yeah, we always just do that. We don't waste time. If anyone's struggling, they have so much time they have. It's always a minute.
What if we ask about someone else?
No. Then you get banned. If you ask
I
how much,
wouldn't do that, but I
ask how
think
much
about
time
it.
is left and there's less than a minute, it does not reset either. If you ask how much time you have left, I'll just say 15 seconds just to get, I don't know. I'm a terrible host and I think that's reflecting on our show. I don't know. Reflecting negatively on the fun simulation. Yes, our next comedian is local. Please welcome Laura Hogg.
Yay! All right. I've been exercising, trying to stay healthy, although I keep asking myself, why do I want to slow down the process of death in this world right now? I've been doing yoga, and I decided that I am going to have a yoga channel where it's just me doing yoga, and it's called Yoga for Cussers, where I do a lot of different positions. I moved from something like downward dog into you got to be fucking kidding me. You know, I'm trying to do some of the tougher poses, but I also discovered that sometimes the yoga mat is there to brace impact, and sometimes it's there to collect the piss. So thank you. I dated a blacksmith, and you know, he legitimately, he made knives, so he was always, you know, he has these really heavy hammers that he's banging this metal on these anvils, and you know, he had a pretty bulky guy, a lot of muscles. He had big manly arms, a lot of tattoos. I like that. You know, I got excited when I see his big manly arms, and he had these big manly hands, and I would get excited when I'd see those too, but it was more on the terror spectrum because I knew those things were coming for my nipples. We had a conversation one time. You know, it was like being cupped by a scouring pad. So I was like, look, I know you're manly, but like, do you think that you could ever maybe put some lotion on those coral reef like mitts of yours? And you know, he put this giant like fiberglass paw on my shoulder, and he was like, babe, guys don't moisturize. And I was like, well, then why is that giant bottle of Eucerin by your computer? I can tell you that he probably had the most exfoliated penis in Claremont County, Ohio. All right, we're not seeing each other anymore. I think a lot of people, you know, the Kardashians are going off the air, and I'm just glad they have fallback careers as fashion designers. I don't know how many of you are into fashion. I'm really into clothes. I probably would have gone into fashion design had I not gone into nothing. And so but you know, the Kardashians, I own some of their pieces. I was lucky to get them before all the Sears went out of business. And the great thing about them is that everything in the collection is made out of bathing suit material. Even the interview suit, which also makes you look like a lion tamer. But I think the reason why they're important is because they know the woman they designed for could get hosed down at any minute. So, all right, that's all I'm going to do. Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you, Laura Hogg. I was just sending you the 1 minute warning, and
I saw it.
You should have asked how much time you had left if you wanted.
Oh no, I'm not falling into that trap.
Oh, you wanted to tell. Someone's gonna test it again. I have a feeling that we're not gonna make it through the night without somebody else asking at some point. Could it be you, or could it be you, or could it be you? Or is it our next comedian? Please welcome Calamulo.
Woohoo!
Thank you. What was someone was talking about Gwyneth Paltrow's the candles before. I want the one question I have about those candles is how did they settle on the one smell, right? Because surely Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina smells different at different times, right? So you know, would you have like Gwyneth Paltrow candle after she's gone to the gym and Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina after a shower? All right, whatever. I thought that was good enough to start with. Yeah, Laura, you talk about exercise. I've been trying to exercise a little recently. I don't know. That's a lie. But I thought about going for a jog because as some people do. I don't know. I can't run though in public because I'm too embarrassed by the way I run to be able to show other people that, like I ran past a guy in a wheelchair once and he thanked me for making him feel better about himself. So, I was I don't know, but everyone's obsessed with going to like the gym and looking good these days. And I don't know. I think looking good is it's overrated, really. Like you don't need to look good. You just need to find someone who has bad eyesight. I think just bad eyesight. I've been walking around my area and I moved here recently. And right, so people where I'm living now, they love to dress. It's a fad, I guess. They love dressing up their dogs in like little dresses and stuff. And I always feel a little bad for the dogs because the dogs, when you look at them when they're wearing like a sweater or something, they always look a little uncomfortable. Like they're going, "Hang on, wait a minute. Have we just been naked this entire time? Is that what's been happening here?" Like what about when I'm scratching my balls? Tell me at least I've been discreet about that. You guys haven't noticed me doing that at all, have you? Yeah. All right. I moved into apartment recently, and I getting used to living with the roommates. They've been they have some complaints about me. I tend to cook really late in the night, and they've been saying I've been keeping them up with that. But I don't know, like at 4 a.m, there really is nowhere else to find any food unless you cook it yourself. And, who doesn't love to sing while they cook? It's just, it makes it taste better. And, one of my roommates actually, she moved out the other day, and I was cleaning out some of the stuff that she left in her room. And I found that she had a mirror, and she had a Post-it note on the mirror to, I guess, help herself that said, what you most want to find is where you least want to find it. And I was like, that dangly thing at the back of your throat, is that what you're looking at? The dangly thing? All right. Gotcha. Okay. I guess I don't exercise. I play video games a little bit, I got big muscles, but only on my thumbs. But yeah, no, they're weird video games. My friend likes to say that, hey, they're an art form, which I think, they're a very unique art form, if you want to call them that, because like, I've never like looked at a painting in an art gallery and there's also a bunch of 14-year-olds there telling me that they fucked my mom. So, that doesn't happen in an art gallery. So, all right, that's my time. Thank you.
Thank you, Callum Marullo. Thank you. Everybody clap. Everybody clap. Everybody has to clap. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to. Thank you for clapping, everybody. That was very nice. Good spirit. Very good spirit. I like that. I don't know why I keep getting an echo every once in a while, but it's fine. I will ignore it and go on to introduce our next comic. We'll keep this comedy train rolling. We got we're almost on the back half of the list, and the back half of the list is just as exciting as the front half of the list. Everybody is equally funny because I wrote all their jokes and I sent them. They haven't read them yet. I send them right when I introduce them. I click send, and then that's why everybody's like, "Oh wait, what am I going to talk about?" And then they're like, "Oh wait, this doesn't make sense." And then I wrote it during the previous person's set. I guarantee it's good though. Our next comedian, please welcome Katie Zane.
Woohoo! Yeah, actually, earlier in a mic, I saw a grown-ass man pretend to pee during an open mic.
Yes.
And nothing y'all can do can top that as being ridiculous. So say whatever. Yeah, that was an experience. So my dad's autistic. And it just means he has a really hilarious outgoing voicemail where he ends the voicemail message with saying, "You've done the best you can." In regards to someone trying to reach out to him. And sometimes he doesn't always like think through what he's saying all the time because he just sort of like it just pops out. And because he also has ADHD, so it's a real good combination. And earlier, I posted a picture of what I'm wearing today, which is I was wearing my jean vest. I have a plaid shirt on and some jeans. Actually, the first time I've worn pants in the pandemic. Thank you very much. And I posted a picture of what I was wearing online. And on Instagram, my dad commented midge. Nobody knows what that is, but I will tell you guys what my dad was saying to me. My dad was comparing me to a lumberjack lesbian penguin Christmas decoration that we had 15 years ago. So I am a lumberjack lesbian penguin Christmas decoration today. I've been watching a lot of shows. I watched a lot of Cold Case. I don't know if anybody else out there also likes true crime crap. But a lot of the time when you watch shows like that, the crimes they're solving took place in like the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And so they were telling this one story where they were talking about somebody having an argument through a pager. Doesn't that sound like the most annoying thing in the world? I can't even like imagine trying to scream at somebody with like 8 characters. You know, like how would you make that happen? I'm super glad that I live in the world where I can passive aggressively look at how long someone's been offline. So that's the better part about today. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You look at people's timestamps when you get obsessive. We all do it, unless I'm just calling myself out here, which is also possible. We are in really weird times, like not just this pandemic, not just, you know, race issues becoming, obvious in a way that people should have always been seeing. No. I just never thought I'd be rolling my eyes at Save the Children t-shirts. I did not see that coming. And then while at the same time trying to closet my love for Harry Potter. You know, just bury it deep down. I have a Harry Potter tattoo. Like, I don't know what that's going to be like for the rest of my life. I think I'm constantly going to be like, I didn't know. I got it a long time ago before we all knew that she was a lizard demon person. We didn't know. I'll get out of here on this last thing. I'm an aging punk rocker, which just means I spend too much time keeping holes open in my face. It's a really weird hobby. But they were an investment, okay? It's like the $400 I'm never gonna lose. And I can feel good about that in my heart. Also, my brain I have multiple sclerosis and my brain just forgot the end of this joke. So I'm just going to stop. Thanks so much, Mark.
Thank you, Katie. Thing. You could just start the fastest minute with the closing to the joke. That just no context. Just we'll remember the setup. That's how it'll work. No, I wrote that joke. It's really good. I wish you remembered it. Guys, we're gonna keep going. I'm looking for our next comic, but there is no face on the screen. Please welcome Negative Charisma Bontrager.
I don't know how to use Zoom. I don't know how to change my name. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna hire someone to fix this someday. They're gonna carry my cords. They're gonna do it for me. It's just Bontrager. Negative Charisma, just my backup 7th email address. I'm just never fast enough to change it. I have a theory that the Book of Job is just it wasn't God messing with Job. It was just a bunch of bullies pretending to be God, murdering his entire family. Jesus, the Bible. Fucking, can you believe that shit? Anyways, looks at any page in the Bible. Can you believe that shit? A little boy beat up a physically challenged person. Can you believe that? Yeah, if you're not a Malcolm Gladwell head, apparently Goliath wasn't the big strong guy we're all meant to believe. He was apparently half blind. And he had giantism, so he couldn't really run very fast. And some little boy essentially shot him in point blank with some guns. So, anyways, downer. Little boy with pellet guns. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I got all discombobulated. Is anyone addicted to any games currently? Video games?
Yeah.
You can just scream it out.
Yeah.
Solitaire.
Solitaire.
Shoots and ladders.
Help. What, shoots and ladders?
Oh,
What,
shit.
what are you hiding children at your house? Shoots and ladders. What? Any actual video games people are playing out there?
Good old Killer Queen.
Killer Queen.
Yeah.
What's that one happening? What are you doing there?
You're like you're bees, and you got to get berries into the nest or kill the other bees. It's like a team game. It's pretty awesome.
It just sounds like a very abstract way to explain sex to your children. That's I'm saying like regular. No, I'm kidding. I'm just really excited for that Cyberpunk game to come out. I'm really gonna fucking nail it. Gonna fucking get in there. I got another nerdy thing coming later. I don't know if you saw. I have Abraham Lincoln with snake eyes. I'm gonna be Abraham Lincoln with snake eyes in about 2 hours. There's some really creepy music playing over there. This one just says the age of violent irony. I think we all know what that means. I don't need to say anything more. We'll just get hurt. Yeah, I'm tired of all this good guy gun, bad guy gun stuff. I think we need to change the conversation to the shape of the guns themselves. They're all dick shaped. I think we could use 3D printers and make vagina shaped guns. And then most gun users wouldn't be able to find the trigger. And you've solved everything. Less money on background checks. I want that to sound snappier. Anyways, if you're not going to laugh, I'm going to start reading from the guide over here. So pick a page. Let's see.
Word.
No, you're not going to pick a page? No? One? Fuck off, Shoots and Ladders. I know that's you.
Oh, that wasn't me.
I can't see you. I'm just guessing on sounds.
I would have said 69.
All right. Left. All right. Opened on the eye and hand of Vecna. Oh, that's fucked. You have true sight, but you're fucking cursed to go into madness. But I can disintegrate you 4 times a day. Anyways, that was the DMG. The DMG. There we go.
That is your time, Bontrager.
Thank you for having me. I'll be glad to bore you with D&D anytime. Thank you.
Yes, please. There's the fastest minute. You could always keep the energy going in the fastest minute. Your guidebook. But I'm really excited for our next comic. Please welcome Yashar Coffee.
Woo! Thank you so much. How you guys doing tonight?
Good.
My name is Yashar, and I am from Iran. Thanks for not running away. The previous comic, I forgot his name, The Negative Charisma, I guess. He was talking about the guns and killing people with guns. I don't like mass shootings personally, because anytime there's a mass shooting, it's guaranteed someone very stupid is going to come to me and say, hey, man, I'm sure you must have dealt with that back at home, right? I say, dealt with what? So gun violence. So never. We don't have any guns in Iran. Come on, man. I've seen it on TV, Iran, all of these angry guys with guns. So no, I'm sure you've seen it on Fox News that's created for retarded people. But Iranians don't have any guns. So no, come on, man. Don't be ashamed. Listen to me, bitch. It's not a matter of shame. Iranians are very wealthy, educated, and cultured people. They don't believe in guns. They build car bombs. Long story short, when you murder people with car bombs, at the end of the night, you're not required to listen to some pedophile-looking gentleman from NRA telling you, well, with every bad guy with a car bomb, we need more good guys with car bombs. It doesn't work like that.
Oh shit!
I heard Joey was talking about a hawk taking the chipmunk. Cultural differences make the stories you tell about animals like very different. Like he he's a skiing instructor in the mountains, and it's a very like first world type of a profession. A hawk came and took the chipmunk. My experience with hawks is I had an uncle. He was an opium addict. He used to smoke opium in the backyard, and the neighbor had 2 cages of pigeons like Mike Tyson, and they used to come and shit on his head when he was smoking opium because they wanted to smell the opium. So he went on the guy to get rid of them, and the guy said, "I'm not. You're an opium addict. I'm gonna call the cops if you show up one more time." So he went and bought 2 hawks from this shitty neighborhood and injected them with blood of a dog that had rabies, and the hawks got really angry, he basically was like the hawks were doping, and then he released them and they decimated all the pigeons and killed them. And blood was all over the backyard, but he was having no problem sitting in the blood smoking opium.
Oh God.
That's my hawk story. It's not funny at all. It's just reminded me of that atrocity that took place when I was a kid. Ironically, seeing the hawk going through the pigeons, and the guy who owned them was religious. We didn't like him, and I'd seen him running back and forth, and he almost fell off the rooftop. And as a teenager, I came in my pants. First time that I had an orgasm, without touching myself, of course. I think I'm almost done. Is that correct?
Yeah, you got 20 seconds.
Yeah. Before I had a mustache, people used to say you look like Will from Will and Grace. But now with a mustache, I look like one of those older gentlemen in Dubai who manage younger ladies' careers in prostitution. So I like the new look. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Yay!
You, Shar. That was awesome. Great job. Love having you on every week. We'll keep rolling. Hopefully you stick around for the fast minute. If you got time, it's always fun. I'm going to keep rolling. Our next comedian, please welcome Dennis Mall.
Woohoo!
I think you're
thinking about Mr. Peanut. You know Mr. Peanut? Yeah, I was thinking of something. His whole outfit is kind of outdated, don't you think? I mean, think about it. A top hat, a monocle, and a cane. Who the fuck's wearing a monocle these days anyways? I mean, where the hell are you even going to get a monocle? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you need to update your looks there, nut boy. You know? But I was thinking, how would you update his looks, you know? I was thinking maybe a tattoo. Yeah, that says EpiPens are for pussies. Yeah. I was driving on the highway and I saw a dump truck in front of me, and it said construction vehicle, do not follow. He got off at my exit. I was like, great, now what am I going to do? So I had to go down, turn around, come back. Ruined my whole day. My sister's a manicurist, and I gave her a ride to work, and I pull up front, and there's a sign, right? It says manis and petties. I was like, manis and petties? I was like, what the hell is that? And she said, well, you know, it's short for manicures and pedicures. I was like, oh, okay. So she says, can you do me a favor? Can you go across the way to the supply house over there and get me some files for pedicures? Yeah, just a few. You know, they're for the kids for Christmas. You know, stocking stuffers. I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I go in there and I was like, do you have any pedophiles? Yeah, they're for Diane across the way. Yeah, they're for our kids for Christmas. Yeah. So, yeah, apparently they don't talk to her anymore because of the incident. You know? So where I live, there's a place, I don't know if it's all over the country, but there's a place called Planned Parenthood. You know, Planned Parenthood. Yeah, and I was thinking about Planned Parenthood, and I don't think anybody goes there to Planned Parenthood. I mean, realistically, I think it should be called Unplanned Parenthood. I mean, come on, let's get real here. Let's see. So a lot of divorces these days, a lot of divorces. But I was thinking, I think there'd be more divorces, but it's just so expensive. It's a hassle. You got to deal with the lawyers and you got to split shit up. And I was thinking they should have a lottery game. Yeah, where the prize is you got a divorce. Yeah, like a scratch card or something. You scratch it 3 times. It's got a picture of your spouse with bags in their hand. I don't know what you'd call it. I don't know, maybe lose that loser, or I don't know, bye baggage. I don't know, but dump that douchebag. It could be a guy, a girl, whatever. Yeah, my buddy growing up, he was a real stoner. Yeah, he smoked a lot of weed. Like 40 years ago, he smoked so much, he was so slow to respond. I asked him a question 40 years ago, and he just answered it. Just answered it. I think that's my time, guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis Mall. I thought the weed is stronger now, but apparently not. Or is that what happened? He just smoked some of the
he smoked. Yeah, he was really, yeah.
It was
upstairs. Every time we'd ask him a question, he'd answer you like an hour later.
Jesus Christ. Well, man, I wish I was alive back then. That would have been fun because I am lazy at answering questions, and that would have been. Maybe I should even let him high all the time. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just so stoned. I can't function. But I'm really just ignoring people. Our next meeting, I think it's the first time here. Please welcome Nishi Asal.
Woohoo! Thank you so much for taking me in last minute. Just by doing that, you're a lot better than my dad. Wanted to get rid of me, so I feel so welcomed here. I recently did a live in-person show because I really don't care about my life right now. And my husband tells me your style was so deadpan up there. Like, okay, you call it deadpan, I call it clinical depression. So he's purebred white because I asked him to take a 23andMe genetics test and he agreed. So I'm like, okay, you're 100% white because that's what you guys do, right? All right, whatever. And so I'm the first brown person in his family. And I am so happy that I'm browning the pot that I will colonize him and his people with my child. Yeah, so I just have to make a confession right now. I have a little bit of extra weight. This is not freshman 15, okay? He did not pull out COVID-19. So it's really hard to date now because my husband is home all the time. Did you guys know that makeup has chemicals that give women mood swings? Do you know that? I just found this out because I had to stop using makeup because it's filled with chemicals. But do you really want to see your girlfriend without makeup? I don't know. Just put up with the mood swings. All right, everybody likes makeup. Fine. So I'm from Pakistan, the other terrorist country. I didn't say thank you for clapping. I love that. All the dictators are clapping right now. Yeah, and they have something called arranged marriage there. So my parents got arranged married at 19 years old. And when they don't really talk about divorce, they just call it rearranged marriage. So I visited my mom in the ER earlier this year, and she had some kind of issue happening with her. I went to see her and she was like, come a little bit closer. And I went up closer to her and she said, did you forget to comb your hair? Don't you know the doctor is going to think you're a patient here? Go put on some lipstick. So, and then they walk in with her food And she's like, I cannot eat this. It's not kosher. And the doctor comes in and informs her that actually they have to replace her heart valve with a pig's valve, which I don't know, but to me, that's not kosher.
Oh.
So when he told me the news, I just out of reaction, I snorted. And that is the last time I talked to my mom. And my dad really does not like LA. He's constantly complaining that there is way too many earthquakes in LA. The ground is always shaking. Okay. And we still haven't told him that he has Parkinson's. So in Pakistan, we speak Urdu, and is that my morning? Yeah, we speak Urdu, and it's like a very relational language. And the same word for, or the word for in-laws is the same word for assholes. So my mother-in-law was like, I don't think you should be calling me that. And I'm like, I would never admit that you're my mother-in-law to anyone. Thank you. That's my time.
Woohoo!
That was
Yeah.
great. Anytime. Always welcome. More welcoming than your dad. That's going to be the new slogan for this mic. The host is incompetent as your parents, but he's friendlier and more welcoming. That's what I'm riding out here. Our next comedian coming up does not has his video started, so I don't know if he's there.
Oh shit! Sorry. Oh fuck! I didn't even realize I had it off. My bad.
I was gonna skip you. I was gonna put your shirt back on, Ralph. Please welcome to the stage, Ralph Anthony.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, no, I forgot. I was eating before. I was eating chili, and in my mind, I was like, nobody needs to watch this happen. Nobody needs to see this fucking massacre. Me with my bloodshot eyes red, shoveling fucking chili like I've never eaten before in my life. Yeah, nobody needs to see that. Where to begin? All right. So I think for the last 6 months, we've all had to come to the realization, like, you can't hook up the way that you used to. You know, you just can't. Like before Corona, if you needed to get off, you could go to the bar, grab a drink, you know, find someone, get laid, or get on an app, get a date at a bar, have a drink, get hopped up and get laid. Like that was the way that used to go. Like back in the day before the Rona, safe sex meant wearing a rubber. Now safe sex just means wearing a mask. Like that's all you need. That's all you need. I am more scared of Corona than I am of AIDS. So that's just I feel like that's a very maybe popular sentiment. I don't know. But you can't do that anymore. Like you can't just go out and hook up. So you have to figure out ways to get off. You know, you gotta do a deep sexual dive into what gets you off. You gotta find the fetishes. You gotta find what gets you off, man. Porn gets boring. So I've realized over the last 6 months that I'm really into sexting. I really like sexting. I would rather have a woman jerk me off mentally right now. You know, like that's where I'm going. Words are sexy to me. I like words. My imagination is far worse than anything I would ever find on YouJizz. Because that's where I go. I go to YouJizz, okay? I want raunchiness in the title. I don't want to go to Pornhub. Hub? Are you kidding me? That's corporate. Corporate's boring. No. Pornhub is like the scheduled sex of porn sites, okay? It doesn't do it. I love sexting, man, because that's a fun fetish. It's a fun fetish to have, you know, and that's what I've done. I found out what I like, you know, and we're all similar. We all have fetishes. We all have urges. Each person is like an advent calendar. When you just open up a door and you find that chocolate, that's a fetish that you like. You're like, oh, this tastes good. I like that. This one's good. You know, it's fun. But I'm stupid. Okay, I'm not smart enough to be able to sext like a sexy person sometimes. You know, I don't find the right words. People are stupid. I'm stupid. We're all dumb. We're all dumb. You know who's not dumb? Doctors. Doctors aren't dumb. Doctors are very smart. Medical professionals, very smart people. So I wonder, since we're all similar, we all have our fetishes. For the doctors that like to sext, do they sext like us or do they sext like doctors? Do they use medical terminology? Or are they like us? Like I would say, I want to squeeze, I want to get you home so you can squeeze my nipples. But a doctor would say, I want to get you home so you can pinch my areolas. Guys are stupid. We'll say things like, I want you to suck my dick. But a doctor will say, I want to put my penis in your oral cavity. All right, you guys been fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I think if you're gonna go out and publicly say you're very into sexting, you should put your phone number over on the wall with all those
No.
notes. You got to back it up a little.
No, no, not at all.
No. I wouldn't. That would be pretty fun to do one time just to see what happens. We're gonna keep going, guys. We got 3 more comics in the Fast Minute Comedy after that. But first to the stage, Blake Champlin.
Woohoo!
Yeah. What up?
Mhm.
So the lady earlier said that, asked if guys like makeup. I don't like girls, so I don't like makeup anyway. So I completely screwed that joke up. I actually had a written joke right here. Man. So I don't understand push-up bras. How are they supposed to help me strengthen my arms? I don't get it. I started wearing glasses actually right after I began adolescence, and my eyes have been getting worse ever since. All right, beautiful. In chemistry, the word copper is sometimes replaced with the word cupric. In driving, the middle finger is sometimes replaced with "see ya, prick." No, I don't. That's terrible. I probably shouldn't do that one again. Oh man, so I've been on so it turns out the low carb diet, it'll plug you right up. I'm looking to lose stuff, not to gain it. I mean, me and Metamucil Man, we're tight now. Loose might actually be a better word. I'm actually, I used to be afraid of the boogeyman, but now I'm afraid to fart. I got to carry extra underwear with me all the time now. That's not the lifestyle I should be living. I'm too young for that, but I like to be prepared. So I don't want to be in a restaurant on a first date, have an emergency, have to run out to the car and then to the restroom. No, I just want to run straight to the restroom, flush the dirty undies down the toilet, and let the restaurant deal with that new plug. So I carry my extra underwear in a fanny pack. I mean, isn't that what people are looking for? Someone that's prepared? Okay, apparently not. Oh man. So I used to, I knew a guy that once said that all men worked out because they were not well endowed. And he actually believed this. He really believed this. And he used to work out. Oh, sorry about your dick, buddy. Man, why would you confess that? I don't get it. But this is coming from the same guy that also said that yogurt was gross because it's curdled milk. And he told me that while eating cottage cheese. So I don't get it. So I recently learned that the word pluck can be a noun that means spirited or determined courage. I have a hard time understanding or believing that people would actually have went to see the movie Braveheart if it had been called Pluck. Oh man! So I plucked, I plucked a chicken one time. Did I mention that I have a problem mispronouncing words? Okay. So a chicken will cluck until you pluck it. A puck stays stuck until it is struck. I suck until I'm full. Guys, I'm Blake Champlin. Thank you very much.
Woohoo!
Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Blake, guys. We're almost at the fastest minute. I think one comic joined and then Bal probably had an emergency going on. So this is our last comic of the night. Stick around. We'll do speed round. I guarantee if you made it this far, just stick around another 4 minutes and get your minute in redemption round, or to get those punchlines that you didn't get in. Just you could just do 1 minute of just punchlines. It's fine with me. No setup. It's fine. Our next comedian, Gregory Matthews.
Woohoo!
You're muted, Greg. You are
Can't
still
hear you.
muted.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Sorry, I have 3 children. I'm an old man now. So I don't know how any of this stuff works. But how much time do I have left?
1 minute, Greg.
So sometimes I don't think I'll ever really be good at this whole stand-up thing. Sometimes I think like I haven't had enough trauma in my life to be great or even a good artist. Then I remember that I went to Catholic school for 13 years, and I think, oh yeah, there's a ton of trauma there. And so then at this point, since Mark wrote all this material, he wrote a whole bunch of tasteless stuff about priests and molestation, but I'm not going to do that because I think that's cheap and it's too easy. I'm going to talk about abortion instead. So after I finished 8th grade, I went to high school. It was a Catholic high school. And I just want to get a sense of who's watching this. I want to know, in your experience, when was the first time that you watched a video of an abortion in class in school? Were you like 15? Were you like 10? Like, what's normal? Because for me, it was 14. It was during my freshman year of high school. And this was in religion class. This is like, you've been in school for like 2 months. You're trying to make friends. And they're like, hey, in religion class right before lunch, why don't we show you a video of an abortion? And their idea was they were basically trying to gross us out into being pro-life. They were like, look how disgusting this is. You should be pro-life. But this is a shitty argument to me. And what I compare it to is it's sort of like a gathering of the juggalos, you know, the fans of the Insane Clown Posse. Yes, it's uncomfortable to watch. It's not something that I ever want a loved one to have to go through. And there's a lot of Faygo everywhere, but I still think it should be legal. And especially in the case if you're brought there to a family especially in the case if you're brought to the gathering by a family member, especially then. And then I wrote down Juggalo versus Wade, which is a really stupid joke, and I'm embarrassed to have written that down, but it's there. Juggalo versus Wade. Speaking of sex, imagine that sometimes when you had sex, you made a statue to commemorate that sexual encounter, and then that statue came to life, and you lived with it for 2 decades, and you legally have to take care of that statue. That's kind of what having kids is. Yeah, kids are beautiful, reminded of how amazing life is, and you get to witness them approaching everything with childlike wonder, but they're also monuments to specific sexual encounters. I think that's important to remember. But kids are great. You get to do a bunch of stuff with them that you can't really do the stuff as an adult. Like, I got to go to the zoo with them the other day, and I can't, as an adult man, I can't just go to the zoo by myself. But once you have kids, you have this excuse to go do all this fun stuff that you want to do. So I was at Lincoln Park Zoo with my kids yesterday, and we were at the seal tank, and there's I don't know if you've ever been there before, but there's a seal tank, and it has like sea lions in it and the seals, and they share it. And we had the kids running around, and my wife and I are sitting there, and this couple walks by, and the guy says to the girl, kind of like under his breath, about the seal tank, goes, "Doesn't smell like seals to me." And so me and my wife just kind of looked at each other, and we were like, what does that even mean? We have so many questions about this. So like, Did it smell better than seals he was used to? Did it smell worse? But what I really hope in my heart is that he was skeptical that the seals were even real. Like, I like to think that he thought that Lincoln Park Zoo was trying to pull one over on its patrons by using mechanical seals, and he sniffed out the fraud, and he was like, "Doesn't smell like seals to me." That's 4 minutes for me. Thank you very much. My name's Greg Matthews.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Greg Matthews. Sometimes it's sad that we don't get to share all the comments in the chat. I was gonna say congratulations if it's just 2 decades. That's I don't know if that's not, that probably is maybe the average to be living with your kid, but that's not the absolute truth. I thought I had a late comment coming in. He just messaged me for the list, and I said, if you hop in now, you are up next. But I do not see him. It's Dan Wianco. We could always throw him up at the end of the fastest minute. I've done that with him before too. It works out. It works out that way. I'm looking for the list right now. I'm gonna go through the list. And this is gonna be awesome. You're gonna do 1 minute, and then I'm going to just move on to the next person. I'm not gonna give you no heads up. I'm just gonna just bump it to the next person. I just have to find the first person that's here. Is Joe Reed still here?
I think he left.
I think Joe left, but I think Doug, are you still here, Doug?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, let's do this. We're gonna go, and then I'm just gonna bounce around to the next person. I will find the next person who's here. Please welcome Douglas Wanderski. Go.
Recently, I've been dealing with the problem of the black crows coming into my garden plot and stealing my stuff in my garden. No, I'm not referring to the Black Crowes. That's the rock and roll band. I'm not referring to Chris Robinson and his brother. What the hell is it? Whatever the hell his name is, Robinson. Also, right? So, this wasn't those Black Crowes. This was the Black Crowes that fly high. Wait a second. Those Black Crowes. Those guys definitely fly high, super high. I'm referring to actual Black Crowes that that fly high, but they can't play music. Those Black Crowes.
Yeah.
Oh, woohoo!
There's an album.
I've got an album for every joke.
There we go. I had to ship those to him for my material to make sense. I had to mail him those. Laura Hogg, go.
Oh, I get my gynecological exams at this place called the Chicago Women's Health Center. It's very grassroots, and they let you be involved in the exam. But the first time I went there, I didn't know that, and they said, would you like to insert your own speculum? And I was like, well, I didn't bring it. I was hoping I could use one of yours. And then the woman comes over to me with a mirror, and she's like, would you like to see your vagina? And I'm like, no, but I am willing to talk to it on the phone. Thank you. That's it.
Thank you. We got Bontrager. Yeah, go.
Oh, Jesus. I don't really understand Final Fantasy. It just seems like every game is just a new group of a new boy band group going to fight a new boy band manager. I don't know. I'd love to heckle more board games. I should get a list of old board games and heckle them. Candyland. What are you, a secret ploy for dentists to get money? Get kids to get let's see here. I just got a bunch of dick books. Like, I just got dick over there on the fucking, god damn it. Magic the Gathering. More like god damn it, get a girlfriend? I don't know. Fuck you guys. I'm done. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome, Yashar.
Yeah.
Nowadays, there are these guys who are unattractive, out of shape, and they're struggling financially. So they call themselves feminists. It's a shortcut to pussy. Thank you. That was my.
Sure. Dennis Mall.
So, it's been a crazy year. Things are getting crazy. I with the COVID and the election and the Black Lives Matter and all that stuff, and seeing it was the year 2020, the year 2020, with all this crazy stuff going on, you figure we would have seen it coming. Yeah, the year 2020. Hey, I was wondering, this might be a dilemma. Do you think Hitler liked bagels?
Fuck no.
I'm just asking a question. That's all. I'm trying to fill in some time here. I think pepperoni would make a nice bully club. A stick of pepperoni. I mean, that would be cool because you could beat the crap out of somebody and have a little snack. Just, I don't condone eating on the job. I'm just saying, be good to have. That's probably my minute. Thank you.
Nishi.
All right. Speaking of my dad, don't feel bad for him and his Parkinson's. He actually works for ISIS, Information Security Integration Systems, for the Taliban. I just did a Zoom meeting from my tween nephew's bedroom, and I asked him where's the best place to get a Wi-Fi signal, and he said anywhere but the bottom drawer. Don't look in there. I'm not gonna look through your stuff, kiddo. I already looked through your internet search history. And then I asked him, what should we name the baby? And he said, Lily, Anna, fried chicken leg. Okay. Fried chicken leg XL. That's going to please my Southern husband. Yeah. So ice cream's pretty, ice cream. Oh my God. Pregnancy is crazy. I'm thinking about ice cream. And I went to an ice cream shop and they had bacon and egg flavored ice cream. Oh my God. Disgusting. I'll take 2 pints.
Yeah, Real Anthony, go.
Hey, all right. Listen. So we've got smart cars, smart TVs, and smartphones, but we've got a lot of dumb people using them, man. Got a lot of dumb people using a lot of smart things. But because we can't think anymore. We've gotten so reliant on technology that we can't think. Do you guys even know what thinking is? Like what? I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna give it back. I can't. No.
All right. So I Googled news containing the word pluck, and I had never heard of any of the news sources. For all I know, they were all top sources. One containing a story: Super Mario 64, tiny, huge island stars pluck the piranha flowers from a source called the VG 24/7. Being about video games, I assumed that stands for Vagina 24/7. There was actually a Newsweek article, but I don't follow the news at all. I don't keep up with anything. And I say I'd never heard of these other news sources. It doesn't really say much, since I still have never heard the song WAP. I literally just found out what WAP meant last week. I have no idea what OnlyFans is, and I have no idea what Hamilton is. But I keep hearing but I do. I keep hearing a mention because my grandma won't shut up about her OnlyFans account. Thank you.
Yeah, Gregory Matthews, go.
I've been running a lot lately, and I've been watching videos of people running, and I was watching a lot of sprinting videos, and Usain Bolt is a great name for the world's greatest sprinter. His last name is Bolt. That's incredible. It's way better than the name of the world's worst sprinter, Phil Molasses Legs. I think it would be the greatest ball bust in the world if people who studied meteors started calling themselves weatherologists. It's a thinky one. It takes a little bit. April showers bring Mayflowers. Mayflowers bring pilgrims. And too many people on a boat right now causes massive worldwide pandemics. Everyone always talks about which candidate you'd rather have a beer with, but I think a better question would be, which candidate would you rather smoke crack with?
Yeah. Go. Oh man, hey, what's going on? Oh,
People keep thinking that I'm the stepfather to my biological children. And I know it's because I look like I take it out too hard on them. I take it out too hard on them, but I don't. And if you ask them, they will tell you exactly what I've coached them to tell you. Fuck, I fucked that up. All right. Anyway, it was supposed to go down. Look, the only thing that looks like I coach is how my kids are supposed to talk to DHS. Awful, you know. Father abuse jokes are not funny, and I'm not an abusive father, so I'm gonna work on that. But man, it's great to be seen. Drugs and alcohol were a lot of fun before I had kids, and now they're just a necessity. Give it back. This is a wooden mic. It's not on at all. This is a rope.
Fucking awesome.
All right.
Great.
Yeah. Josh Giordinato, go.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, I'm technically an actor. I'm not. I don't know. It's weird. I'm not. There's not a lot of evidence that I'm an actor. I could show you my SAG card, and that's pretty much the end of the evidence, which is fine. I haven't I've pursued acting in quite a while, so it's not a problem. But I figured out a way to get on TV for sure. And this won't work for me, but I want to get this message out to some friends of mine who could use this. I figured out a way to get on TV, 100% guaranteed, if you're Black, with no personal risk to you. All you have to do is, if you're Black and you announce that you're a Trump supporter, you're going to be on TV this week. You'll be a few feet away from the President of the United States, very prominently featured at a rally. The Trump campaign is looking for folks, and not a lot of takers. And if you're not a complete maniac, you could be on CNN in the next couple of weeks, just like positioned right next to Kellyanne Conway. You could have Chris Cuomo yelling at you on CNN within a few weeks. And then you just renounce a few days before the election, get some headlines and media coverage there. And then I think you have a pretty good shot at a book deal. So get those gigs where you can. All right. Thanks.
Woo!
Yeah. Hey, everybody's clapping. I'm going to go.
Yay!
Everybody clapping. Look at that. That was awesome. I don't know why you won't go back to me. Everybody, thank you for coming out tonight. We will do this next Sunday as well as we do every Sunday. And it will be online until Reed's Local is open. That's where we normally run this out of, but they have a very small patio, and they're not allowed to open indoors yet. So we are going to continue online. You can go there and support them and drink outside while the weather is still nice, especially, or go there and watch Bears games. But yeah, we'll see you all next week. Simulation complete.